Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, my wonderful Facebook friends and families. How is everyone doing today? How are you doing today? Hey, it's great here in Houston, Texas. It's beautiful weather here in Houston, Texas. This is Gregory Wiles with his inspirational morning walk. Actually feeling real good today. You see, nice sun is coming out, nice clear skies. It's just a gorgeous day here to get some walking done, to get some exercise in. I just hope it's beautiful wherever you are, as how it is here in Houston today. Happy hump day, happy hump day. Miss Lisa Morris, thank you for checking in, because how are you doing today? It's a beautiful day here, man. Don't get better than this. Anyhow, let's get right into it today. Let's get right into it today. Miss Renita, how are you doing? How are you doing today? All right, hope all is great. Okay, thanks for watching, man. Happy hump day. Hey, but let's just jump right into it today. Today, I want to talk about excuses. Excuses. That sounds familiar? Excuses, right? Excuses. I want to talk about that. Jillian, thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in, big sis. We're talking today about excuses, making excuses, right? What are you making? Keith Tellman. Thank you for checking in. So I want to talk about excuses today, right? What are the things in your life you're making excuses for? What failures in your life you are making excuses for, right? Because excuse is a trap to ensure our failure. Excuse is a trap, guys, to ensure our failure. Let's get into a few quotes about what some famous people say about excuses, right? This first quote is from Benjamin Franklin. He said, "He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else." He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. A next quote from Bruce Newman. He said, "If you really want to do it, you do it. So there's no excuses. If you really want to do it, you do it. There's no excuses, right?" And then the next one from George Washington Carver said, 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. That was from George Washington Carver. Right, guys? So excuses, right? You see the true champions, you see it in boxing, you see it in a lot of the sports. The true champions, they never make excuses. It doesn't matter what happened to them, they doesn't make any excuse. Mayfield Scuzz, thank you for checking in. Tessa Hunt, thank you for watching. Thank you. The true champions do not make excuses. I see, like in days of Muhammad Ali, the fought with a broken jaw, broken wrist, people, and they don't make excuses at the end of that fight, at the end of that game, the end of that match. If they lost, they said, "I lost. I just got to go and get better." There's no excuses, right? Because when you make an excuse, guys, you are covering up what the thing that's keeping you back. You are covering it up. Right? And excuses doesn't start with us. Remember the first man and the first woman, Adam and Eve, who went to Bible school and learned those stories, Adam and Eve, right? When God told them not to eat from the fruit, from the tree of knowledge. And when God come to the garden that day and they were hiding, he realized something was wrong. He said, "What have you done?" Hear what the man said. You can find this in Genesis 3:12 through 13. The man, which is Adam, said, "The woman you give to me to be with me, she gave me the fruit to eat, and I ate it." Then God turned to the woman and said, "What have you done?" Then the woman said, Is the serpent tricked me?" Right? They're making excuses, right? Making excuses. So it starts from since then. So it's natural for us to try to make an excuse. But God realized that, and he gave us a protocol how to deal with excuses, right? It's in Proverbs 28:13. He said, "Whoever conceals their sin does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy." He said, "Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one whoever confesses and renounces them find mercy." So that's what it's saying. If you fail at something, don't make excuses why. Just see why you fail at it and go and do and correct whatever you were not doing right. and get it done properly. I see people make this mistake a lot of time. They go for an interview, they didn't get the job, and they make a lot of excuses. Oh, or they send in resumes and they didn't get a call back. Oh, I didn't get it because I'm black, because I'm white, because I'm Indian, because I'm tall, because I'm short. Oh, all type of excuses, rather than they're taking a good look and see, okay, what do I need to do? Why? What questions they ask that I didn't answer properly? Right? And take a look at yourself. Remember, you talked about the man in the mirror, right? Sometime last week there, right? Take a look at yourself rather than making that excuse. Just taking a look at yourself and see, what could I do better? Right? And not making the excuse, right? Because that's what God's saying. If you hide it, if you hide your sin, if you hide your wrongdoing, you're not exposing it, you wouldn't get better at it, right? So don't cover up and make excuses, guys. Just admit your wrongdoing in whatever situation it is, and see how you can make it better. And when we're analyzing excuses, there's three major categories. Tell me if these sounds familiar to you. The first type of excuse is flat out denial. Flat out denial, right? You don't take in no responsibility, no association, no involvement for your wrongdoing. Guys, with children can learn this early and carry this on to adulthood, right? It's pretty much what we call as lying, right? That's what's the first one commonly known as. Then the second type is, it's not my fault. It is not my fault. You find someone else to blame. It's my supervisor's fault. It's my mother's fault. It's my brother's fault. It's my wife's fault. It's my husband's fault. That's why that happened. One guy went so far, he cheated on his diet, right? He's on a diet. He's supposed to eat certain things. He couldn't resist the temptation, passed in front of the donut shop and stopped and got a few donuts. His first thing, he says, not my fault. The donuts took advantage of me. Then he said, no. It's God's fault. He should have never left a parking spot available in front of the donut shop when I was passing there. He's not taking responsibility for him. Cannot resist the temptation, right? So you blame it on someone else. And then the next approach, it's, I did it because you can't get out of it now. I did it, but, and the key word is but. You admit the wrongdoing, but that would happen anyway. But that was already spoiled. But it was already broken. You did it, but, right? So those are the three categories, guys, that we find ourselves in, right? Making excuses. But excuses are actually a trap, guys. Excuses are a trap. And that's what Proverbs 28:13 said. We got to expose that if you do not admit your sins and confess them, you will not get the mercy, right? So he's saying, admit it. I need to get better in this area. I need to get better. Let me see how I can get better in this area rather than make an excuse for it, right, guys? So excuses is a serious trap, guys. And don't fall into it. I fall into it many times. I remember reading about a tennis player. She, who knows about tennis, they got the 4 major championships, the Wimbledon, US Open, the French Open, the Australian Open, over a 15-year career. Won the other 3, but failed to win the Wimbledon. And I was making excuses. Why? Oh, the court was wet. Oh, I get bad calls. Oh, they didn't put me in the right group. Oh, something with my racket. The weather wasn't great. And not until she decided to focus in and learn to play on that surface, because the Wimbledon is a grass surface, and learn to play on that surface and really decide she's going to win it to complete her career, and that's the only one eluded her, then she won it. But after going on making all those excuses all the time, it keep eluding her, right? Because the thing we keep making excuses for will return to haunt us over and over again. And that's what God's word is saying. If you don't confess your sins, you got to confess it. You got to confess it, right? Proverbs 28:13. Whoever concealed their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them find mercy. Guys, so don't go on and get caught up in the trap of making excuses, right? It's a trap to keep us back. So let's continue moving forward. Put it out there. Said, I did it. I need to get better. And that's how we're going to move forward, guys. So have a great day, guys. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys on Friday. Remember, I'm on at 7:30. This is Central Time, which is 8:30 Eastern Time, guys. And just go take a look at the YouTube channel. Just go Gregory Wiles at YouTube. And just subscribe there and take a look at what we talk about so far over the last few months. Have a great day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.